Anyway, but yeah, go.
But so people are also delusional.
Yes, bravo.
And have got a limiting belief about age. So there's a conventional wisdom going on that, you know, if you're above 30 years old, you can't lose weight.
Yeah.
Or you're limited to a lot of other things.
You can't do a lot of things.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
Which is a fucking lie.
It's a lie. It's a motherfucking lie, homie.
It's fucking a lie.
Age ain't nothing but a number.
You know?
Aaliyah said it.
Mate. So, yeah.
All right.
Like,
So limited thinking when it comes to age and how old you are. And
because that's another thing they're going to use as an excuse. One's the girlfriend is the excuse.
yes.
Yeah. One's, I work too much. Sweet. There is going to be one that I'm too old.
I'm too old.
I'm not like I was 18 when I was 18. Sweet, when you were 18, what were you? You're the same that you are now.
Correct.
You weren't fucking Mr. Universe at 18.
Yeah. I'm not like, I'm too old. I don't like when people buy into age.
I hate that.
I hate those age cunts. I hate hearing like, sometimes I hear from like cunts in their 20s like, when you hear someone from their 20s say back in the day, it's fucking headbutt. It's straight headbutt.
Mate, back in the day,
when you were fucking watching fucking Pokemon.
yeah, back in the day is fuck. If you get caught up in back in the day conversations, you know that fucking person ain't doing fucking shit now.
Correct.
Back in the day.
Now, when I say back in the day, I mean like, you know, years ago.
Obviously, but not when they're saying back in the day I used to be, I was better at this.
Yeah, but I'm 40. I'm allowed to say in my 20s. That's 20 years ago. Swear to you, no problem. I've earned that right. But I never understood how, you know, there's like, you know when you hear old people talk? Why do they talk old? And I'm thinking like, were these people young once? Were they talking like grannies and grandfathers like when they were young?
Were they born
old
70 years old?
you know what I mean? Bravo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. What? I don't know. Some people get old.
Yeah, but some people get old when they're young. You know those cunts? They're 20 years old. They act like they're fucking 80.
Yeah, like I've been around the block.
Yeah, I'm the man of wisdom.
You're not the man of wisdom, there.
Like, take it easy. You're not. Take it easy.
Yeah, they
even dress like older people.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, like
they dress like their fucking grandfathers.
Yeah, you know how we fuck. You know, we fuck around. I fuck around. I do funny shit. So, yeah, my ex-missus is like, "Are you gonna be like that until you're 80?" And I'm like, "Fuck yeah! I'm not gonna get old. The fuck out of here. What does old mean? I'm gonna be like, oh, doll, fucking." I don't know, go down to the fucking swap meet or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, you gotta fit this certain criteria.
Yeah, like I've got to act my age. I've got to get older.
Yeah.
So that means I've got to start fucking doing crosswords and shit.
That's it.
Why do I have to do crosswords? How about just fucking be me and I'm gonna be like this forever?
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna get more wiser.
Obviously.
All right, let's hope so.
Obviously.
I'm gonna get more wiser, but I don't have to be like I'm fucking 1 foot in the coffin. Like, pretty much if I stand still long enough and I've got dust on my face, like, and cobwebs, like, why do I have to be cobwebs, sir?
You don't. You don't.
Why does the attitude change? I can't understand that.
Yeah, because they're stuck in this program that this is how you're meant to be.
This is another social construct. This is how it is when you get to this.
That's it.
I'm married now. I'm a grandfather. Let's say in 20 years, all right. Your daughter gets married, has a kid. All right, you're gonna be a grandfather. All right. What does that mean?
Doesn't mean anything.
You know what I mean? What do you have to be like? Here you go with your fucking $2.
Am I going to change my tone of voice?
You're gonna change your tone of voice.
Am I going to change the way I walk?
Are you gonna be a different example because you're at that?
100%.
You know, some people are like, oh, I'm too young to be a grandfather. Like, what the fuck does that mean, man? Who do you have to be now?
Take it easy, yeah.
You have to be somebody else.
You have to be someone else. You cannot be like the way you were yesterday.
I feel like my old man's a good example of this. Like,
yeah.
I feel like my old man's pretty much the same person he's always been ever since I've known him.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Now, why is that? I don't know. But I feel like he stayed young or stayed the same.
Yeah, beliefs, values, obviously.
Like when he was 10, he was just a mature cunt.
He's not going with the crowd.
He's not going with any crowd. No. He's not trying to blend in.
No.
Now, once I was fucking around with him, I go. This was when? How long ago? This might have been like 15 years ago. All right, let's say it was like 60. I go. What did you have? Like maybe it was 65. I go. Why don't you have another kid today? I go. Cats are doing it all over the place. You know, there's a lot of older men. You know, having like finding like some Thai woman or whatever, and they're having kids. All right, in their 60s. I go, why'd you have a kid? He thought it was the fucking most ridiculous thing he's ever said today. He was like looking at me like, how could you?
Yeah.
Like, aren't you embarrassed that you
He was
brought that
offended.
up? He was offended, man. He was offended, like, mate. He was like,
Me.
all he was saying is, me at my age, I'm going to have a kid. That's all he was saying. He wasn't saying why it's cramped. He wasn't saying why it's like not good. He was just saying, doesn't go.
Yeah, there's no possibility.
Nah, how am I going to do that?
He's ruled it out completely. Doors closed. It's gone.
First of all, how does it look? Like, I'm going to be going around like, I've got a baby. Like, how am I, this, elder statesman, going to be walking around telling us like, yes, I've got a son.
Yeah, I had sex.
Changing nappies, yeah. Yeah, I had sex, yeah.
Yeah.
It was fucking weird.
Mate.
And I was like, take it easy there.
It is very weird.
He thought it was like, mate, he was fucking buttoning up his collar.
Could have been a sin.
Sin. Something just...
Yeah, it's not right.
It was looked down upon.
Yeah.
It was frowned upon.
It was frowned upon.
It was like lower. It was no. It's not high level. It's dumb. It's fucking dumb.
It's stupid.
Yeah, it wasn't a moral thing.
But people are sold in this version of when you get to this certain age, what it looks like. It could be like, and there's different kind of ages as well. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm old. You got to look at a certain amount, a certain way in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, whatever.
Correct.
Maybe from 60 and on, it's all the same. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
But anything before that, every decade, you've got to be a certain person.
Correct.
You've got to act a certain way.
Correct. Yeah. It's all this limited. It's part of that another conventional wisdom. We're absorbing what we think is supposed to happen at certain times. It's a stage in the game of ignorance. All right, it's a stage that now we're 50. We're in another stage. This is what 50-year-olds do.
Yeah, because we're all trying to fit in.
Yeah, and who knows? Your friends are probably getting like, the backs that start hurting and fucking.
Oh, fuck.
But now, if you're one of these 30-year-old cunts that we're originally
speaking about,
I don't know if that's what the main target is. The 30s.
It's the 30s.
All right. If you're one of those 30-year-old cunts, all right, first of all, you're a fucking idiot.
First of all, before you come in,
no, that's right.
There's a belief that from 30 and on, that's it, you're old.
You're old. Yeah. Like, even like with like testosterone, steroids and that, people are getting onto these things sooner. They think that they need certain things. They think that age is like really a thing. Now,
yeah.
Age is a thing to certain things when it comes to physicality, all right? If you want to be an athlete in your prime, you're going to be better at 30 than you were at 50.
Yeah.
All right? That's a thing.
You're not going to be an Olympic athlete at 80.
But for normal people who want to get the best out of their lives and get the best out of themselves and grow constantly and just get better in general, man. Like, your body's, you can still lose weight, Do you lose muscle mass over a certain age period and fucking it starts to go down, this and that? Yeah.
Sweet.
But there's something called working out and slowing that process. All right? The question is, the thing here is like, yes, age can be a limiting factor, but it's not the be all and end all.
Yeah, it plays some kind of a role, but it's fucking almost zero.
It is zero.
It's very low.
Yeah.
It's not zero, it's very low.
Yeah, like what I'm saying is like, maybe it's harder to put on muscle when you're 80 than it is when you're 30.
Sweet. But as far as losing weight...
No, but even with that...
Yeah.
Different harder, different can't happen.
Exactly.
Now, putting a little bit of extra effort, big fucking deal. Like, take it easy.
Yes.
Like, even if there's a 1% chance, for me, you're in the game.
Guaranteed.
And I know a lot of people think that I'm not going to... And this is what it comes down to. I know a lot of fucking cunts who think like this. If there's not a good chance, I might as well not do it. All right? People love hedging their bets.
Bad.
All right? But, sweet, if you're basing your chance off what every other dumb cunt's doing, then obviously the percentages are going to be low. If I say, if I base my chances off who's done it, because I look at everything about it. Can a man can a man in this fucking earth do this thing I'm trying to do? One can, all right? Even if
there's a chance.
Yeah, even if like no one's ever done it. I get fucking high off thinking about things that like, fuck, it's never been done before.
Yeah, we should try.
But that's the way my mind works. I'm like, yes, I love that. I'm not like, it's never been done before, close it off the fucking list of things to do. No, I'm not going to do that. Why has it never been done? Because all the drop kicks have never tried before. All the cunts with no discipline have never made an effort. But I'm not going to base my life off the average folk, the common folk.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, and I think that's the problem with the 30s. It's catching on to these. I'm in my 30s. I can't do it because Bob next door is also a fucking idiot, and he can't do it either.
100%.
True, though.
It's conventional wisdom around it, obviously.
Yeah.
The general people, and they look at the end of the day. It's as well that the ego takes bits and pieces from your life to make up the reason why you shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
It could be like one could be like a bit of a combination of Bob's not doing it because he's 31. You know what I mean? I just turned 30. Yeah. All right. Then there's a bit of a mix up of a percentage of that. I heard it sometime in fucking school that when you turn 30, your body changes. Then there's a percentage of like, I watched a movie and he was 35, the actor was 35 and he was fucked. So there's a combination of things, okay, that make my decision.
I'm starting to think, if it's not clear, that all limited thinking is really coming from not standing out in the tribe. All limited thinking is coming down to, how do I feel comfortable amongst my everyday people I hang around with?
That's what it is.
I think that's where everything's...
That's it. They're all assumptions.
I didn't think it was that shallow. I didn't know it was that shallow.
100%.
I think everything's coming down to that.
That's what it is.
I can't because blah, 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 blah. I don't want to stand out.
That's it.
But, see, you can justify my mate's 31 and he's slowing down, all right, because my mate's 31 and he's slowing down. So I'm not going to look like the odd one out. Now, you only feel bad... no, I'm lying. If all your mates died and the next day you met a whole bunch of new mates that were 40, but they were all kicking goals and they were fucking shredded, fucking looking jacked, you would feel like a fucking idiot.
100%.
You, to not stand out and look like a dropkick, you would lift your game.
You would have to.
That's it.
That's what it comes
social
down to.
fucking
That's what
thing.
It is. That's what it is.
Social
pressure.
Not just social pressure, but it's your social surroundings or your social environment that's dictating fucking everything.
Yeah,
that's it.
The tribe. Yeah, the tribe. Exactly.
That's
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, people don't want to... But yeah, they don't want to stand out. But also, as well, which is the same thing...
But you don't want to be the only one who's better either.
That's what I'm saying to you.
Bravo.
Yeah, it's like... You don't want to be the only one who's better, but also, if I do say it, they hold me accountable, these cunts. When it comes to this specific thing.
You're correct.
If I'm a drop kick, no one's going to hold me accountable for anything.
Correct. If I choose the negative route...
Forget about it.
Like, it's all right if I stuff myself fucking every day and smoke 10 packs of cigarettes.
You're not getting crucified by nobody.
No.
Nobody. Zero.
No, you have to really fall off the horse.
But if you're saying, fuck, I just want to get fit, the next time these people see you, like, how's that going?
Yeah. I think there's a not a boundary. There's like a either or. There's a technical word here, but I can't fucking think about it. But there's like a 15% sway on either side of this social average.
There's a bit of leeway, yeah.
As in, you can be 50% better than the rest of your crew.
Not too much better.
It doesn't show up too much.
That's it.
You can be 50% shitter, like, everyone's married, but you're the one getting divorced. You got a mistress, and you might be doing coke on the weekend.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
You're
not too far off from the flock.
Yes, there is a radius of both. Do you know the word I'm thinking about?
The variation.
Bravo.
Yeah.
There's a variation allowed within this thing before you start.
There's a buffer
before you start to stick out.
Yeah.
Not just you, but your ego keeps you in check. Yeah.
Yeah. The ego allows you to have a bit of a buffer.
Correct. And God bless anyone who surpasses their friends.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, because the individual also wants to be an individual. Like, it's proud that I'm me, and I'm a bit better than that person. A bit better than everybody. It's not saying I'm fucking a lot better. It wants to stand out a bit, but not stray from the flock.
No, you want a recognition of your peers.
You know what I mean?
You want a recognition.
Yeah, but it also likes, obviously, because if you're not slightly a bit better, or someone's not slightly a bit shitter, like, there hasn't got confrontations. There hasn't got this and that. Like, the ego wants to be in the mix-up. You know what I mean? It wants to have, like, arguments. It wants to have because it keeps you in the same place. You know? It wants to have a few of these things. If everyone's doing okay and just staying there, the ego would be bored.
Okay, so we're all doing similar, but not exactly the same.
Exactly.
Bravo.
Exactly.
Bravo.
Exactly. And that buffer that you mentioned, which is a good point, allows the ego to flourish.
The ego needs its own niche.
It does.
It's a natural thing.
It does.
Have you noticed sometimes there's like sisters or brothers, usually with girls more. Could be two sisters, similar age. One will be like blonde and one will have brown hair. One will like choose to be like to differentiate themselves. They won't be like exactly the same.
100%.
There'll be a difference.
Yeah, no one wants to be exactly the same as everybody else. No fucking way. Exactly the same, no fucking way. Yeah, there will be some kind of a
But
difference.
you're not exactly the same. This is a physical
No,
representation.
I know that. Yes, I know
A
that.
physical representation.
I know that.
Which is a materialistic thing.
Exactly.
It's not a real thing.
No.
But that's how you present it to the world.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's an interesting one.
It is. It's fucking... It's the loopholes.
Yeah, it's the social one.
Yeah.
That's why they say you're the average of the 5 friends. You know what I mean? It all makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting how ridiculous it actually is.
Yeah.
We're only justifying everything on the basis of the average of what's going on.
That's it.
That's how we justify, that's how we live our lives.
Yeah. That's the core of what we're talking about here.
We're not setting ourselves up for a higher standard.
That's it. And a good point you mentioned, you're hanging around with 5 drop kicks, you're going to be a drop kick, obviously. But if all those drop kicks died and you found yourself in a circle of mad cunts, you're not going to feel very comfortable. It's either, you join the party and become a mad cunt, or you go find another group.
Yeah.
You're not going to stay there in that situation the way you are. You're going to change either way.
It's a big motivation, man.
Yeah.
That's a big motivation.
Yeah.
It's a fucking big. Your environment is huge, man.
It's pretty much sure. We could say it's pretty much everything.
Fuck. It's pretty much everything.
Yeah.
It's pretty much everything.
Definitely in the 90s. 90%.
Yeah. Yeah, you just get motivated. Just picks you up. You just absorb that thing.
Yeah, well, that's...
But some people don't like being... Some people don't like being... Not pressured to grow, but... Some people will willingly hang around with a more ignorant, common folk type person.
Yeah, the less chance of being uncomfortable.
Some people like being, God amongst ants. They like being the big fish in the small pond.
Yeah. True. Right.
But I don't want to do that.
No. We're swimming in the oceans here.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We're not 4 ponds.
It's for whale.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Mate. Look at those whales.
Mate.
Taking casinos out of shit. You know
Mate,
what I mean?
that's it, right? Yeah. But that's it's an interesting one. So be careful.
Yeah. Look, awareness. It's everything.
It's fucking everything, man.
It's fucking everything.
It's awareness. It's getting into that, nudging over. But yeah, everyone's at a different level. Some people might hear this and think, what the fuck are these guys talking about?
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, true.
All right, but it doesn't make sense. Then why are some people doing better than others?
There's a kind of general questions you've got to ask yourself.
That might be maybe
like, why is this person different? Why is this person... I mean, everyone's got dreams. Everyone wants to achieve certain things. Now, if you just look at yourself and say, all right, sweet, I want to achieve this, whatever it might be, why is someone doing better in this field than others? And start playing around with that idea.
Yeah, but just one last thing. Have you noticed how the people Generally, people who are really materialistic. I'm not saying you can't. All right.
You can't have material stuff.
No. I'm not saying. I'm trying to make a link between people who are religious or faithful. All right. Between, let's say, people who are atheist or don't believe in God or whatever, they're more materialistic than people who have more of a spiritual aspect. All right, generally.
Okay, so we're comparing the two, all right?
But a religious person could be fucking straight ignorant in the whole material world.
His own thing.
Yeah, I was gonna give a bit of a
tie-up.
Like an analogy or like a hypothesis that the person who is straight ignorant, who is in materialism, can justify the person who's doing better than them in a more superstitious kind of way. All right.
Yep.
As in, oh, this person's really good, or this person's rich or successful because he must have
had a good start.
I don't know. Maybe he's lucky.
Yeah.
Maybe he's had a good start. Maybe there's all these things. I feel like they haven't really, first of all, they haven't really broken it down why this person is this person.
Yeah, we straight go, first of all, we go to the excuses why. This person had to have something that I don't have.
Correct.
Okay? That's the first thing we're going to.
Yeah, that's right.
He was lucky, his parents had money, whatever it might be.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. He had something that we don't have.
He had something that I have, yeah.
No one's going to go to like, he was just, like me, and he just did more work. No one's going to think about that.
No.
They're always going to find the way, the mind, the ego, is always going to find the way to make you justify and feel better for where you're at.
Your current situation, yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's all it's going to do.
100%.
And they're going to create fucking whoppers.
Whopper Town.
Yeah,
it's Whopper Junior, eh?
It's fucking
it's
with
double
cheese.
Whopper with cheese, yeah.
That's
bravo.
what it is. That's
bravo.
what it is. It creates shit that, like, if you actually verbally telling some cunt this, you'd think, you'd think this is straight shit. This is straight bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, correct. If the third person, from the third person you heard about it, it's like, you think this guy's talking shit. but like how easily we accept this stuff.
Yeah.
When it comes to us and our situation and, our mind's telling us. Our mind's telling us. You know what I mean?
Our mind's telling us.
Yeah. Yeah. We're two different people here.
It is two different people.
Yeah. So, yeah. It all makes, it's all accepted when it's about us. When it's not about us, it's fucking straight bullshit.
Correct.
So, yeah.
Yeah. That's why when we're looking to fix something about ourselves or like, improve, we've got to kind of step outside ourselves sometimes, you know what I mean? We've got to look at ourselves objectively.
That's it. And another way to do that is, the best way to do that is ask yourself questions.
Bravo.
John, do you do this?
Yes.
John, why aren't you good at that?
Ken, why are you such a sick cunt?
Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's good question.
That's it.
Why do you do everything so good? Not sure.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, got to reflect on these things.
Bravo.
And, one step at a time.
One step at a time.
Yeah. Anyway. Yasu.
Progress is your purpose. Peace.